Hello friends, this is Chadha from Astro Healer, and as I promised you that soon I'll be coming with a video, and this video is going to be pretty long because I need to explain to you what if you find a retrograde planet in your horoscope, depending which is the planet, where it is placed, whether it is a auspicious or malefic planet. Depending on that, there could be results accordingly. Also, I want you to understand, and on this I have made a video explaining to you that a retrograde planet, which seems, I repeat, which seems to go backward, in reality it is not going backward. There is a perception, there is an illusion that a planet is going backward. Now, let us begin. A retrograde planet in your chart will always show you some debts, some past karmas in your life. I prepared a pretty long notes on it, so I am going very slow. A retrograde planet simply says that blessings are not coming your way. There is an obstruction. The power of such a planet, which is retrograde, is like a planet which is into a shell, and it is closed and will remain closed or will remain very dormant for a certain period of time. Usually they say that by the age of 30, this planet will mature and it will come out of the cocoon, and then you will see the results. But the question is, we need to understand the importance of a retrograde planet. First of all, understand retrograde planet. Understand there are only few planets that can go retrograde: Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, Venus, and Saturn. Moon and Sun will never go retrograde. Rahu and Ketu are always retrograde, so they never go direct. A retrograde planet in your horoscope speaks of a very strong desire at the soul level that you were born with. It is a desire to be born in the same family, the same country, or even the same status. And this is because you are back on this planet to finish up some karmas in this material world. Under the influence of a retrograde planet in your horoscope, a person is not able to move forward in life in few areas where he or she is responsible for. Retrograde planet gives you a chance to make some changes in life. A retrograde planet themselves do not cause any harm to you, but they can slow down the time of manifestation or obtaining a various result in your life where you were focused. So there is delay, but there is no denial. Because the planet is going backward, so it is looking more into the past, and same will be the case with you. You will be always looking into the past and because you're looking at the past, you are unable to look forward in life. So the best remedy is to throw all your baggages. If there are more than 3 retrograde planets in your chart, then this is a clear indication that you have a kind of internal skepticism, and there may be many karmic lessons that you need to face in your life. During the period of such a planet which is retrograde in your horoscope, various karmas will repeat, but that does not mean it's always going to be bad. No, there will be some favorable karmas also will come in front of you. It is said that it is good when a planet that is retrograde owns a Dustan house, which means 6, 8 and 12, or if the planet itself is a malefic planet. Retrograde planet plus conjunction with Rahu and Ketu will show the reason for your birth, that you took birth, you came back on this planet for some karmic task that you need to be performed. That has to be performed by you. If there are many such planets, this is an indication that there could be some big issues, big problems, or must have had some big issues and problems in your past incarnation, past life, past birth. And there was a lack of fulfillment. You did not fulfill, or you did not manifest those desire. And now in presence, you have come to either clear those debts, or you are here to work on yourself in this current birth. The period, I mean to say, when I say period, Mahadasha or Antardasha of a planet moving into a retrograde motion will give changes, but it will be good or bad will depend, or I would say you need to look at its strength and auspiciousness in relationship to that sign. What should be considered when you look at a retrograde planet? Number 1, which house does it rule or manage? Second, in which house it is located? Whether the said planet is weak or it is strong in your horoscope. Is the planet which is retrograde is favorable for your lagna, or it is not favorable for your lagna? The planet which is retrograde is also the planet which is your lagnesh, or is it your rising sign, lord of the rising sign? Last, that will you be able to manage this planet by introspecting, by doing some remedies, understanding your karmas, and start working towards that? Now the big question is, the 5 planets I just spoke about, is it going to give the similar effect, or each planet would have a different result? Yes. Some planets, or rather the planets which goes retrograde, according to that planet, we can say, for example, if you find in your horoscope that Mars is retrograde in your planet, in your chart, sorry, you will have very limited resources in your life. Next, such Mars, the retrograde Mars in your horoscope, will teach you to distribute the energy correctly and also have enough rest period. So resting is very important. You need to rest. As a remedy, you need to observe ahimsa, non-violence in your life. Such a Mars will reward people who can withstand, tolerate the suffering, the trials, show determination, intelligence, and confidence in your actions. This was all about Mars. If Mercury is retrograde in your horoscope, you should try to resort to meditate, calm your mind. It's like mental relaxation is very important, and you can do this through meditation. You may also take austerity in speech, which means you can go for vipassana, Moon dharan karna, that's called moon. Remain silence for some time. That's how you can use positive energy of Mercury if it is retrograde in your chart. If Jupiter happens to be the planet which is retrograde in your horoscope, it will give you deep understanding of the eternal knowledge. But the only condition is that if a person is very humble, he shares his knowledge with others and try to cultivate by giving service to people, then this is a sure shot remedy for you. A retrograde Jupiter will make you inclined towards acquisition of knowledge, gathering knowledge from whichever resources that you can. At the same time, one must be able to recognize the authority, respect your teachers, your mentors, and elderly people. It is also said that such a person must cultivate care for students and children. Now, talking about Venus retrograde in your chart. Venus retrograde in your chart shows lesson that you should not be attached to some idols in your life and not to be as open as possible towards what life gives you. I will repeat this statement so that you understand. If Venus is retrograde in your chart, it gives a person a lesson not to be attached to some idols and to be as open as possible towards life. You need to be aware that the eternal search for an ideal partner and various pleasures of life will rather be very draining for you. So don't run after luxuries ideal partner, because that will take too much of your energy away from you. Any idealism will be very unnatural and will stagnate you in life. You need to be very faithful to your partner, whether it's a romantic partner or it is your life partner. You have to be very faithful. That's what Venus says when it is retrograde in your chart. Now, what if Saturn is retrograde in your chart? It teaches you acceptance, tolerance of all the events that you encounter in life. You also need to be very humble, patient, and be able to go through the sufferings and understand that finally there would be a beneficial fruits waiting for you, because Saturn never gives you anything on a platter. Saturn will incline you towards spiritual practices. It will make you aware, or awareness would be the sole purpose of your life. Every test will be according to your past life karmas. Strength is always given according to what karmas that you have come with on this planet. So friend, this was all about a retrograde planet in your horoscope. If you want to understand more about it, or if you want to take up a consultation with me, you are most welcome. And also, if you did like this video, give it a like, subscribe to my channel, and click on the notification bell icon as well. Thank you.